Alright, today I'm going to be showing you how to replace the motor mount on the passenger side of this is a denali, but same thing for the Escalade, the Tahoe, the Avalanche. So this is for the all-wheel drive or the 4x4. If it is two-wheel drive, I will try to make another video. You could probably get it done in probably like 15 to 30 minutes without the 4x4 case. That one I'm going to show you my technique, reveal my secret on that one, make it easier for you guys. But needless to say, I'm going to do this one for the all-wheel drive. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off this steering linkage. There's going to be I believe it's 13 right up on top, and then same thing. Alright, so these two top bolts are going to be 15 millimeter, and then the lower one So you want to take it out from the stud side first, and then obviously this is going to be the lock nut, so we can't take that one off. So instead of taking the one on the bottom, I think this will be a lot more easier just to take off and just separate it from right here so I can sneak it right out. So I'm just going to take it off from right here, because this guy right here just slides right up. And it only goes in one way, so we can't mess that up. But again, we'll mark these, so, and then we'll just take off these guys too as well. Make sure you mark the bottom so you don't get them flipped. I don't think you can, because this one looks bigger than the top. So we'll put B for bottom, and then we'll line this guy right up. We'll put T for top. And we'll just pull this guy back. And then this guy should slide off. Yeah, these are about the same size, so yeah, just make sure that you mark bottom and top. We don't want nothing mixing up. They're off just by a tad bit, but not too much. So we should be able to get the motor out just like that, sneak it out pretty easy. Another precaution too, if these guys are stuck, I remember tried doing this one time, but I think the one that I was doing it on before, another all-wheel drive, these guys were rusted on there. I didn't know about that time, so I thought like it was going to be a bigger job, so I didn't take it out from that way. So just put some penetrating oil, and you need if you need to, I would just kind of tap it up from a hammer from the bottom part, see if you can get it going, or just bang on the area, but don't bang too hard. Try to use it with a rubber mallet, so you can at least try to break it free, but at least try to soak it in for a good few hours just to get this separated from that. Alright, so next, if you have some 2x4 laying around, this will be perfect. So you need to mount it up just like this. This is just for the all-wheel drive. I got it down to where it fits perfect for that. And I'll give you the length. So we're gonna need at least about like 17 or 16 and a half for your jack. So get that all measured up. So make sure that this length is cut to that, so that's how long we want it. Technically, you're supposed to use a cherry picker. I believe you can pick it up from this side right here and just lift it right up from the alternator bracket. I'm going to be lifting it up from the oil pan with those woods. Just want you to take precaution. I'm not responsible for any damages if it does end up cracking your oil pan. So you don't have to go my way. So I'm letting you know you can go by this as the proper way to lift it up by. But the oil pan does have a reinforcement plate on it. So yeah. Alright, so here it is. Basically this is the reinforcement plate. This one bolts off, so I think this is kind of meant for something like this. If not, if you guys know what it is for, comment below. So we're gonna put the long part inside, and then it's gonna bottom out against that bolt that's right there, and it'll sit perfect just like that. It'll be pretty flush. It'll be with that reinforcement plate. So then we'll go ahead and lift up with our jack. So this is gonna be how it's gonna sit exactly. Make sure that this is flat. Just like that. So we want this as flat as possible. We don't want it spinning. We don't want it to loosen up or spin out under our way. So we're just gonna lift up just like that. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that right now. Also, before you lift up the jack, I forgot to mention, I would recommend loosening up these bolts first. Those are 15 millimeters. We just want to loosen up the 3 bolts that are on the bottom, and then there's going to be 4 on the block. Alright, so I'm going to start lifting up with the jack right now. So, just found this out, and this is pretty much a crap show because those 4 bolts aren't even mounted. Wow, I cannot believe this. Seriously, wow. That explains why this motor was jumping around the whole world. Kind of speechless right now because never seen this happen before. I'm gonna go ahead and inspect the threads, but basically there should be 4 bolts right here, one right there, one right there, one right there, and then one right here. Those are all 15 millimeters. This is kind of weird, so I'm amazed as you guys are. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off these bolts, inspect the mount itself. Looks pretty good still, but just rather be safe than sorry since I'm here at this moment right now. So basically what you would do is you would loosen this up. There are 15 millimeter bolts. This mount's actually still good. So yeah, just kind of speechless the way how this goes. Never seen that happen before, but wow, I am shocked. So we'll just go ahead and reverse the order. I'm gonna go pick up some new bolts. Alright, so I went ahead and got some lock washers. I got 7x16 for the washers, and then I got M10 by 150. That's the thread, and then the length is by 30 millimeters. So I had to take off the exhaust manifold heat shield. These are going to be 10 millimeter bolts. I didn't take off the last one on the... I didn't take off that last one right up on top, but I did take this one, that one right there, this one, and I took off this lower one too as well. So before I put on the exhaust shield, I'm gonna go ahead and bolt that guy down. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lower the motor just a little bit to where I can just get the bolts on. Alright, so it was kind of hard to record this process of me tightening the bolts, but I will tell you how I did it. So for the two on the left, on these two right here, let's see. So these two right here, what I used for the bottom one was basically a stubby socket, 6-point. Obviously yours is not going to be 17, it's going to be a 15. So this is what I had to use. I think if I remember a while ago, I remember using a deep socket for the bottom one, but can't remember off the top of my head. And then for the top bolt, I used this with a 3-inch extension. So basically it was like this. For the two top ones, you could use, this is what you're going to use. And then for the other bottom one, same thing. You're going to go back with the stubby socket. All three you can get up from up top if you have those lower 3 bolts. The 3 bolts that are, if they're unbolted from the chassis. So if those are unbolted and you raise it up, then you can have easier access. You're going to have to bend this shield a little bit, move it out the way. And then basically from right here, this is where I got the bottom one. So I put my hand between the drive shaft and the catalytic converter. So I put right here, and then I pulled back that shield, and then I was able to access, see if I can see it. I was able to access this bolt. And yeah, I think you can actually access the other one from here too if it's easier for you. So I don't know if the shield will get in the way, but again. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and put on our exhaust shield. And then we're going to go ahead and tighten the bolts and then put back on our steering linkage. So that's how you would replace the motor mount on the driver's side for the car. If this video helped you out, give it a thumbs up. Comment below if you want me to make a more if you want me to do another motor mount where I can actually record more of the process. I know it's going to be kind of hard to see while I'm doing that, but I mean, just kind of giving you the idea of it. So comment below on that part so I get an idea, so what you guys are thinking, so I can improve that for the next one. And then hit that subscribe button for more upcoming videos in the future, and thanks for watching.